Good morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully she said good morning too. Or maybe I'm talking over her. This is our load of drywall. I put the tarps on. I did not do the bungees because, well, you know, you see the Band-Aid. Throw you guys up on the mirror cam up there, although it's raining, so we'll see how well that goes. Your arm's in the way. See the pain I go through for you guys? Woo-hoo. All right, let's go, guys. We're at Box Canyon chain up here. Climbing the Coquihalla. I've been climbing the Coquihalla for a while, but this is the Smasher section. If you want to see more of the Coquihalla, just go to the playlist called Highway Through Hell. I'm going to climb up the Smasher here and then up and over Larson Hill and see how far we go. As far as my injury, I'm not going to talk much about that because I would like to monetize this video, and telling you guys what actually happened would not allow ads to be played on this video. So, if you want to know what actually happened, click that join button for 99 cents a month. You can do it just for 1 month. And then go watch the video I released last Saturday. For members only. Should get my phone, my flashers on. There we go. 3 lanes over here. It doesn't really look like it, but there are. I just say that my knees are both very, very bruised. My chest is very, very bruised. What's your frown about?
I hear a rattle.
It seems like it's in the steering column somewhere.
Okay.
My chest is extremely painfully bruised. Like the whole right-hand side feels like my rib cage is detached from all the tendons and flesh. That's what it feels like. So breathing itself hurts. My right hand is very, very bruised. The worst of everything, my right hand, the worst. And then I've got a 2-inch gash on my forehead, which was caused by the sunglasses. Not sunglasses, safety glasses. Other than that, I'm fine. No concussion, no back injury. I fell off the truck. I skydived into the concrete. Essentially.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You just said this new company's already having a hard enough time.
I know. Brand new company I'm working for. And week 3 for the new company, I skydived off the truck. Oh well.
You can say that the company where we picked this up, they were pretty awesome.
Yep. I just walked in, got their first aid. They paid for a taxi to the hospital and back. It was pretty good. Pretty good experience. All in all, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, but nothing but friendly, professional people. Like it was really nice.
Here's the Great Bear Snow Shed.
I always like that. It's pretty.
Now, I always put the snow shed on here as a thumbnail. Maybe we'll do something else as a thumbnail. What should today's thumbnail be other than the bear snow shed?
It looks like you're going into fog, so I don't know.
It definitely looks like we're going into fog. The doctor says no work for 6 days. I'm loaded in Vancouver and technically where did we load?
In Delta,
Annacis Island. And I'm like, what's the difference of going and delivering this load in Vernon or just going straight home, empty bobtailing, or take an empty trailer? The boss goes, you can swap, take somebody else's empty trailer and have somebody else deliver this. I'm like, what's the difference? You lose a load. You don't get money for that load for that empty trailer. I have to drive that distance anyway. I might as well just deliver this. I won't be able to unstrap it, untarp it, but as long as there's somebody that can help me with that.
Hey, we got that figured out already.
Yeah. Like 6 days off, I have to get home anyway. What's the difference of going to Vernon? It's only 2 hours difference. Delivering a load, then go home.
You got help last night from our friend and co-worker, so.
You guys have met Jeff before.
Yeah.
If you guys have been around long enough, you've seen his truck go by and we've talked with him. He dropped his trailer in Richmond, bobtailed to Annacis Island, and bungeed the whole load down. I had the parts rolled out and everything. It just needed to be bungeed down, so he bungeed the whole load down, and I had no strength in my right hand to even attempt. I mean, I did attempt it, but it was just definitely a no-go.
Yeah. I mean, I can do some of the untarping. I'm a lot better at untarping than I am tarping, but even I will need help.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna get help from guys at Certainty, or the owner himself may be able to come down and help us.
And then we'll go home.
Then we will go home. I may just go straight to the ER when we get home because I tried changing the Band-Aid today and that's a no-go. So I can't even change my Band-Aid without gushing everywhere, so.
You should see if they would do an X-ray on your wrist.
Depends on how my wrist feels on load. I'll make a decision there, but if it feels like it's broken, I'll get them to do an X-ray. It is very, very bruised. It may be broken. I've broken stuff before, so I think I've got a good concept of what it should feel like if it's broken versus very bruised.
Yeah.
Having said that, I won't walk on a broken ankle for a week and a half before going back in.
You said it yourself that you're the worst patient, so. I think that's why Dave's glad I'm with you, because I can act some sense into you.
Hard climb up the smasher here.
Is that more soil? Mulch?
Might be some kind of pulp or soil, but it seems too big for soil, so it might be more like mulch.
Yeah, I was thinking mulch.
Soil would be too heavy at that height, so it's got to be like mulch, cedar mulch or something.
There's a lot of that moving around. I know our local grocery store set up their garden center. Which I hate for two reasons.
Why?
Well, one, it takes up like a third or a quarter of the parking area.
Lot, yeah.
And the second one is my allergies. I have to walk past all the plants.
No lights on that car. What a Goomba. Driving into thick fog with no lights. lights on, peoples. Turn your lights on.
Here?
2.5 Celsius, yep. It's snowing on the connector, apparently.
Oh yeah, that looks like it's gonna be interesting. I'm surprised there's no snow up here.
Yeah.
But we had rain down in the valley.
Light drizzle here. Type of light drizzle that turns the beer can completely useless.
But maybe it's for the best, because you can't chain up, so.
I cannot physically chain up. No. That's why I'm worried about the connector. Let's hope I don't have to chain up there.
It looks like if they get a snowplow on it, it won't be bad. We just looked at, at 7 in the morning before,
Yeah, it might be clear by the time we hit it. It's warm enough.
Is that your broken down truck there?
Yeah, I heard on the radio there was a broken down truck over here, so. Legally allowed in that lane, but I think we can give everybody a pass on this one today to get by a broken down truck.
Can I give him a fail though?
For triangles right at the truck instead of walking down to the bottom corner.
You heard triangles.
You should move. Take your 2 triangles and walk until you can't see your truck. At least in BC, around the corner. Drop your first triangle there and then go drop the second one halfway between where you can see your truck and can see the triangle. Because putting the triangles right at the bumper of a truck is useless, unnecessary, stupid. The reason for the triangles are to have advanced warning there's something up ahead before you can see the broken down truck.
It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Don't even bother putting the dang thing together unless you're going to go for a walk.
Nobody warned us about the thick fog up here.
Well, he said in the fog.
Oh, I didn't understand them all that well.
He said broken down truck on the corner, right at the top in the thick fog. All right, made it to the top of Coquihalla. Looking at the trees, and there's definitely a dusting of fresh snow on them, a little bit up, so it's pretty close to having snow here, but Vector is a little taller than the Coquihalla, and that'd be why they got the snow and didn't get it here. Clears up a bit up here.
I go back to my I Spy game.
Spying what?
Waterfalls.
Oh yeah, waterfalls all over the place.
They're at full force right now. All the rain and snow melting.
It says chain off and washrooms. Where's the washrooms?
They're the Canadian kind.
There's no washrooms here.
Yeah, they're the Canadian kind. There's a forest.
Like, is there a walkway down somewhere? Or?
No, I just don't think there's washrooms.
I think maybe there used to be like pit toilets or something.
I don't recall them ever being there.
No, I don't either, but it says chain off / washroom. Never read that before, but... There's washrooms up ahead a little bit where the old toll booths used to be. When this used to be a toll highway, but...
I remember when it was a toll highway.
Yeah.
I came at the very end of that.
Larson Hill. It's a hard climb, and then at the top of Larson Hill we're going to grab a bunch of gears and slow it right down because that's a heck of a descent.
There's actually way more accidents on Larson Hill than there are up here.
Going through that dip through the bottom of the valley.
Yeah.
Falls Lake. I always want to explore Falls Lake because there's got to be waterfalls there.
I think you have to hike quite a bit into it.
Yeah.
I was reading yesterday, Waterton Park?
Waterton National Park?
Yeah, and then...
Alberta? It borders Glacier National Park in Idaho, Montana.
There's two national parks that all the waterways are closed because of parasites in the water.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's one of them. I can't remember the other one. It was, I think, in the Kootenays somewhere. I could be wrong. But I clicked on it just because I'm like, if it's local, I want to make sure I know.
Where we can't go kayaking. Excuse me.
I know it's a laughable feat right now, but I definitely want to go snorkeling this year.
Mm-hmm. Best place to go snorkeling is down the river channel to practice snorkeling.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Why not?
I have a thing about the river channel.
Just float the north part of it. Here's the washrooms. I'm just saying washrooms now. We no longer drive in the U.S. We're now Canadian only. Now we're going to call them washrooms and not restrooms like the Americans do. So I'm going to embrace my Canadiana and call them washrooms. Yesterday I couldn't drive with my right hand. Today I'm driving my right hand the whole way. I think my wrist is fine. Just very, very bruised.
You're just stubborn as heck, so...
I think I'm good. I'm not trying to be stubborn here. I'm just a tough cookie.
You really are. We always knew you were a cookie.
I already ate my allotted 3D cookie in the morning. We're allowed more 3D cookies.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of them.
Those 3D cookies with chocolate milk go together very good. I like that.
We have a little bit of that left too. We don't sell this brand of chocolate milk at home.
Okay.
We have a different brand.
Because I like this brand.
Yeah, I like this brand, but we don't have it.
Try a different store. You looked at Safeway or IGA. Try to at a different store, see if they have this brand.
I could. But I'm not the person that likes to shop, so I don't like going to store to store.
Just go to one store, get everything, and that's it. If that store didn't have it, screw it. You don't need it.
Pretty much.
Downhill, but it's only a little bit, so I'll let the truck get away on me. In theory, I'm a runaway. Because I'm at high enough gear at the gate and high enough speed that the truck is going to continue gaining speed until it gets flat over here. The fact that I haven't used the brakes at all means the brakes are cold. So I guess not really technically a runaway, because I still have the ability to hit the brakes and stop. So take it back, not a runaway.
1.5 out.
1.5 Celsius above freezing. Definitely getting cold though.
I told you Thursday when I wake up and it's gonna be cold.
Yep.
The first thing you hear me say this morning, I'm
cold.
cold. We had beautiful spring weather and now it's, well, I guess spring weather, but not.
Yeah, it's more like very early spring weather
Yeah.
with the snow and a normal early spring weather type of day instead of what we've been getting.
Yeah. Maybe we got spoiled for a few days. That was like 4 or 5 days of really nice weather.
Radar trucking, are you on here?
Probably not.
Fine print that says under the radar.
Yeah, radar trucking is under the radar. Yeah, the shape of the load makes the tarp a little bit flappy, and I don't like it, but it's a weird shape of the load. I didn't like the shape of the load at all.
I did fill out paperwork, you just need to sign it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know where you had time for that. Oh, wait. I was probably doing stuff.
You were laying in the first aid room?
Hmm?
You were in the first aid room?
I was in the first aid room, right?
Yeah.
Bleeding all over the place.
Hey, we were going to keep
Right,
this.
right. We
Yes.
can't talk about
Oh, there's a truck. What the heck happened there?
try to turn and just made it straight through.
Yeah.
Took that corner full speed and didn't make the corner.
I was not expecting a truck there.
Just was he on his wheels?
No, he's laying on the side.
Yeah. So try to make that exit over there too fast and rolled over. How do you do that?
I don't know. I was not expecting a truck on the side over there. I was just.
Maybe my reverse cam caught that. Half an hour in, give or take. See if I can find that on the video. If the reverse cam's still going.
I know, Jinxie.
Having trouble with that, but it worked good yesterday.
Yesterday's video seems like a distant memory.
Yeah, a lot happened between there. I think we're starting to approach Larson Hill here. down to the canyon into the Fraser River.
See, that's an accurately named river.
Cold water.
I know it's named after a village or something.
Former village?
I can't quite. I don't know. There's history there.
Right after Larson Hill, at the base of Larson Hill at the bottom. I think that's the cold water area there. Here we go. Larson Hill. Plus 3 degrees Celsius here. Starting to warm up. Hard climb. I'm not sure what the grade is, but it's got to be like maybe a 6 or 7% grade. And when you're max weight load, like this is a max weight load. I've got every single axle maxed out. Like I hit the scale and I'm within probably 30-40 pounds of a gross max weight load. It's right there. It's like, yeah, she is loaded. Gotta play around a little bit to get the lifts on the top in the right place. Looking at the gauges and I was nervous. I'm like, ooh, those gauges all read right at max, like right at the uncomfortable line. So when I drove through Nordell scales closed. I'm like, let's pull in here and just weigh each axles. My steers were actually like 30 kilograms overweight. It's like, yep. I've literally maxed out every single axle. Tells you I got the fifth wheel in the right place for a max weight load. Construction. Which lane's gonna end? We're doing 65. construction might be in the downward section because we're almost at the top. 60. We're at 75 now, so. On the no post? Can't tell.
We're ditching on that side.
Oh yeah, definitely working to ditch that side.
Excuse me.
So it looks like they're working on drainage. This is where we're going to grab a bunch of gears.
I don't see it snowing up there.
It's snowing up there all right. I just manually turned my fan on. Did I talk about this?
You talked about your fan.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yesterday's video I talked about the fan?
I don't remember what video it was on.
Okay.
I know I was with you.
I just can't remember if I talked about it or not. Slowly going to upshift gears here as we descend. Due to the construction, I'm going to stay a little slower up here than normal. I think we're clear. Is to hit 100 plus kilometers an hour at the bottom. But not before that. Well, we're 100 now. Limit's 120.
There's a variable speed limit, so it changes.
120, right at the bottom, max speed. Now we're going to shed all that speed. Keep as much momentum as possible. Down to 95 again. 85. 75. I decided to go on the 5s.
It just sounds cool.
Sounds cool?
Yeah, just go with that.
Sounds cool. 55. Kilometers. So 35 miles. Kilometers, 30 miles.
No, you can't change it up now.
This is why trucks go uphill so slow. We're not trying, we're going as fast as we can. Fast as we can, but gravity pulls all that weight back down. And why we go slow downhill is because gravity wants to shoot us down that mountain way too fast. So we gotta slow down so we don't overheat our brakes. Gotta go down slow enough not to get hot brakes on the way down.
So, the word you kind of said is a mistake there, bridge.
Okay.
Reminded me of a comment you had yesterday.
Okay.
And I thought maybe you want to say what that is, because some people might not know what your bridge is.
Oh, when I'm talking about bridge weights?
Yeah.
That we don't have to worry about bridge weights anymore. That was a US thing.
Yeah.
Or do you mean my bridge on the trailer? There's two different bridges.
I forget how the comment worded it, if it was bridge on trailer or bridge weights.
Because if you're talking about bridge weights, that's US laws. You don't have to worry about bridge weights in Canada. In Canada, all we worry is about max weight per axle grouping. So, only things I'm looking at for weights when I load in Canada is my steers, 5,500 kilograms. My drives, 2 axles, 17,000 kilograms. My bridge, my bridge. Bridge is the tires on the first trailer, 3 axles, 24,000 kilograms. And then my pop, which is the rear trailer, got 2 axles, 17,000 kilograms. In the US, you have to measure in the middle of your drive axles to the middle of your trailer axles. Measure that distance, and then there's a chart you can see how many pounds you're allowed to load in that bridge. So, middle of the drives to the middle of the trailer is called a bridge. Well, I guess it's not really called a bridge, but the bridge laws apply. You need to know that distance. So whenever I talk about bridge laws in the US, it's that distance. So you have to worry about axle groupings and the distance between axles. And the distance between my axles is actually is the lowest factor. So when I was running the quad deck, I had to always worry about what the lowest number weight was. Where's my limit? Which of all these rules do I go overweight first? And it was the bridge law between my drives and my trailer. That was my maximum weight I could carry. When I talk about the bridge on this truck and trailer, I'm talking about the axles on the lead trailer. So steer weight, my steering wheel drives are the 2 axles on the truck itself. You know, they have the drive power. That's where all the power goes in, drives. My bridge it bridges the 2 trailers together. 3 axles on the front trailer, and then the pup is the rear trailer. And for those of you asking what my lengths of trailers are, the deck on the front trailer is 32, the deck on the rear trailer is 28, so I'm 32, 28. Some places are 30-30. Other places are 28 on the front and 32 on the back. So it depends on what kind of product you're carrying. In the prairies, they'll often have 30-30 instead of 32-28. Yeah, 32-28 feet. I know everything's imperial. We're in Canada, but the trucking industry is imperial.
We use both.
We get paid by the mile. The only metric we use is the kilometers. All my weights, the customers all give me pounds, even though CVSE, British Columbia version of DOT, they use metric, so I have to worry about kilograms there. But customers will all tell me how many pounds the load is, so I need to know how many pounds I can get on the trailers. And CVSE also height. All the bridges will be in metric, so 4.15 is the maximum height we're allowed to go to. I guess we talked all about that with my ticket I had over a year ago. But yeah, so as a rule, I measure my loads in Imperial. We weigh our loads Imperial, or load our loads Imperial. The only metric we do is the speed limit and weights and bridge heights. So we're always converting back and forth.
Yeah, you have a nice spreadsheet, and yeah, you use both. You have it converted and.
I don't have a nice spreadsheet for these trailers yet.
But you can make one. You have it kind of figured out.
I've got enough information that I can make that spreadsheet now.
I see you, white car.
Opal sitting down there?
Yep.
Right in the dip. I always wave at cops because they're professional drivers too.
We had a delightful time talking to our taxi driver yesterday.
Did we?
Oh, not the first one, but the second one.
Yeah, the second was awesome.
So,
Says he drives 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
yeah.
So that's about the same hours we drive. We just drive 14 hours a day, 4 days a week. 5 days a week, 5 days a week, not 6 days a week. Although, most truckers work 6 days a week. We don't. I guess not most, but a lot of truckers work 6 days a week. We don't.
You know, he's home every night and all that too, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was kind of just interesting talking to a taxi driver about their schedule, and they knew some about trucking, so. It's always weird when I see that.
See what?
Like a box van hauling a trailer as their second.
I still don't understand the comment.
The box van
A box van
was hauling an empty flatbed trailer behind
behind it. Was it an A train or a B train?
Heck if I know. I just always see it and it's so weird to me.
First trailer a box van, second trailer a flatbed.
Yeah, it's always weird to me.
Were they both full-length trailers?
No, I don't think so. And it was on video. You can look later.
Okay. This route you're allowed to do long combinations, 2 full-length 53 footers as a 8-train. Longer video, but I've shown you guys the beginning of the Coquihalla so often. We'll show you the end of the Coquihalla, although that's debatable too. Some people swear the Coquihalla is from Hope to Kamloops, but you have some people very angrily defending that the Coquihalla is between Hope and Merritt. From Merritt to Kamloops is just Highway 5. There's no Coquihalla there. If you look at all the signing only starts at Merritt. If you're going southbound, there's no signs in Kamloops that say Coquihalla. Coquihalla isn't mentioned until you get to Merritt. So, because of that, I am on the school of, I think, originally when they built these highways, Coquihalla is from Merritt to Hope, or from Hope to Merritt. That is the Coquihalla Summit, the Coquihalla Highway. From Merritt to Kamloops is a completely different summit. In my mind, it doesn't make sense to call that the Coquihalla, but people just see a big highway that got built at the same time and think it's the same name. So, in my opinion, the Coquihalla ends in Merritt, and we're going to shoot our video till the end of Merritt here at 11 kilometers. I'm going to need to grab a whole bunch of gears to go down this descent into Merritt as well. We do not want to gain speed in this time. We want to stay slow all the way down because we have to exit at the bottom of the hill.
Canada's closed right now between Sycamoose and Revelstoke.
Snow?
No, vehicle accident.
Vehicle accident. My nose feels really numb.
It's very bruised.
Yeah. I guess the safety glasses really stung into the nose. The little bridges on the safety glasses smashed into the nose.
I can tell where your safety glasses sat in your nose. If that helps.
That's snowing here.
Yeah, I'm like, there's snow here now.
Definitely snowing. Big slushy, sloppy snowflakes.
It looks the same like it did on the connector. I was just looking.
The connector looks cleared, or no? It still looks like that snow on it?
Yeah, definitely has snow on it. Just like I showed you earlier. That's why I knew the highway was closed, because I was checking all the highway stuff.
Okay, is this the big descent already, or is this the small one before the big one? I think this yeah, I'll gain a bunch of speed here, but we're not going down into Merritt yet. So there's a little upgrade. So I can get some speed here.
Don't want to speak too early, but I think there's a little bit of blue sky where we're going.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Kind of see it there, right? A little bit of blue sky. See?
I grabbed one gear anyway. Don't want to gain too much speed down this little hill. We're doing 110. So we still have 10 kilometers faster than we could go, but save that for the end over here. I guess I just left my fan on the whole time. Oh well.
So are you a fan about that, or you're not a fan about that?
I'm not a fan of that because it's loud.
Like that punny?
You're punny. Entering Merritt. Yeah, maybe keep that in mind. Wait, once I hit the sign entering Merritt, that's the downgrade. I need to grab a bunch of gears. Yeah, there's definitely some blue sky way out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of unique. Look at the cloud layers like that.
Yeah.
It's just
Quite
pretty.
magical looking, if yeah. All right, forward flashers on. Grab a bunch of gears. Gear, 70 kilometers an hour. Welcome to Nicola Valley. Well guys, as we get off the road over here, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate all your support. For those of you that made it to the end of the video here, coming down into Merritt. I mean, we're not going to go into Merritt, we're exiting right before Merritt. But grab another gear, 13th. Appreciate all your support. If it's just watching to the end of the video, that watch time really helps us on this channel, so thank you for that. And of course, a huge thank you to everybody else that commented, thumbs up, and hit the join button. If you hit the join button, I'll send you stickers. No matter what tier you join, you're going to get some kind of sticker. Just send me a physical address to send them to. I'm glad I grabbed that extra gear. Welcomes you. Good 65 kilometers an hour in 13th gear, and engine brakes on full, fan on, and the truck is barely not holding on. Dragging my brakes a
PSI and all that. And they're definitely getting ready over here to pave something.
So 67 PSI on the drives. 72 PSI on the bridge. And 75 PSI on the pump. It is max, max, max legal weight. Not a hair over it. I know my max limit now. It's kind of nice to have one of these max loads, and then you for sure know exactly where your limits are.
I can think for a minute.
What's that?
So I could think just for a second without that fan.
It got quiet there for a second. Alright. We've made it off the Coquihalla. Now we are on Highway 5A. Thank you guys again so much for all your support. We are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.
Come on, automatic, you can do it. There you go. Good automatic.